Hello yogis, and welcome to this part 3 of Yoga for Arthritis. We're continuing to work on the joints by moving them to increase the synovial fluid, increase the lubrication, as well as increase the strength around the little joints as well as the bigger joints. The focus this week is moving into the hips, the back, shoulders, wrists, hands and elbows. So as we're going through the series, we're gradually looking after every part of our body. This is the mat version, so if you're ready, grab your mat and join me.
Let's begin sitting at the back of the mat, either in Sukhasana, cross-legged, or kneeling, Vajrasana. I'm sitting up on a block. Hands can be palms down or palms up on the thighs, tall through the centre channel. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. And come into the breath. Close off the eyes if you would like, and notice the breath just coming in through the nostrils and going out through the nostrils. On an exhale, turn to look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to front. Exhale, turn to look over the left shoulder. Inhale back to front. Keep going with your breath, so every inhale you come back to the front, and every exhale you turn the head to look over a shoulder. Try not to rush the movement. Exhaling as you look over a shoulder, inhaling as you come back to centre. Great for the neck. Exhaling, looking over a shoulder, inhaling back to centre. Lovely. Let's come into the base position, so you can be either on a block, legs out long, and the base position is also leaning back on the hands. Come forward and then bring your right foot up on your thigh. Now I felt a bit too precarious on my block in that position, so I've come off the block. Bring that right foot up onto the thigh, so it might be a long way down the thigh near the knee, and it could be a long way up. On an inhale, let the thigh come up, and as you exhale, gently apply pressure to that knee to push it down, and then as you inhale, just let the knee come back up passively, so you're not pulling it back up. Exhale, push the knee very gently down. Inhale, let it come back up. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, let it just recoil. So we're getting some movement in the hip here, as well as a little bit in the knee and the ankle, but this is more for the hip. Exhale, a little bit of pressure on the knee. Inhale, release the pressure, let the knee come back up. 10 of these in total. And then, not with the breath, you just gently push down, let it bounce back up 30 times. Just little gentle pushes, breathing normally here. Wonderful. Carefully uncross. Once the foot is flat to the mat, straighten it and then bend it again and then straighten to really make sure that knee goes back into alignment. Bring the left foot up onto the thigh, and again you could be quite high with that knee. The foot could be very close to the knee, or the foot could be further up towards the groin, whatever works for you. On the exhale, push the knee very slightly down, and the inhale, let it come back up. Exhale, push the knee down. Inhale, release. It's a passive movement, the knee coming back up. You don't strain, you don't force it further than it wants to go. Keeping tall out of the waist so we're not collapsed through the lumbar spine. Exhale, push the knee down. Inhale, let it release. 10 of these. And then the quick pushing down, letting it come back up 30 times, breathing normally. Ardha Titali. Then uncross, put the left foot flat to the mat, straighten the knee, bend it back in and re-straighten. Wonderful. I'm coming back onto the block for this next bit. So we're coming into a full butterfly. Soles of the feet are together, tall out of the waist, and you can just see, just bouncing those knees gently, no pressure on the knees, 30 times. Just letting them come down and up. Do not strain, breathing normally. And now let's come into a full Baddha Konasana, leaning slightly forward at the pelvis, back is straight, not bouncing the knees at all now. 5 breaths here. Wonderful. Come back to a cross-legged position. We're coming to focus on the wrists and the hands. Inhale, straighten the fingers, spread them wide. Exhale, close the fist with the thumbs on the inside. Inhale, straighten, spread them wide. Exhale, close the fist. Keep going with your breath, 10 of these. Try to keep the arms straight, shoulder height, and try to really notice all the muscles working in the forearms and coming up to the shoulders. Let the hands come down back onto the thighs, wiggle the shoulders a bit, take a moment's rest. Bring the arms up again in front. Inhale, flex the hands. Exhale, point the hands down. 10 of these. Inhale, fingers come up. Exhale, fingers go down. Flexing the wrists, extending the wrists. Now you might notice my right wrist doesn't go very far. That's following a horse riding accident, slightly fused, but it still works. This is all it needs. Inhale on the up, exhale on the down, and again notice the sensations in the forearms, upper arms. Release the hands down, rotate the shoulders, have a moment's rest. You can pause if you need to for longer. Bring the arms up. Inhale, fingertips come to the shoulders. Exhale, straighten the elbows. 5 of these here. Inhale, fingertips to the shoulders. Exhale, straighten. Still keeping that navel up and in, tall out of the waist. Bring the arms to the side now. Inhale, fingertips to the shoulder. Exhale, extend. 5 here. Feeling all the muscles in the arms working. Release the arms down. Rotate the shoulders if that feels nice. Just have a moment's rest again. Bring the arms out to the side. Bring the shoulders to the fingers to the shoulders. Then bring the elbows together. Inhale up. Exhale, rotate away. Elbows together. Inhale up. Exhale, rotating away. 5 in this direction. So on the up arc you're inhaling, and on the down arc you're exhaling. Reverse the circle. So now on the inhale, the elbows are going up at the back and coming together at the front, and exhaling down. 5 in this direction. Really working the shoulders. If you've got limited range of movement in the shoulder, do what feels nice. Do not do anything that causes pain. Release the arms down. Come forward onto all fours. We're meeting in tabletop, so you can roll forward if your hips will let you, otherwise bring your legs round to one side. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. that which is touching the yoga mat, really push away from. Navel up and in. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze into our cow. Exhale, curling from the tailbone, rounding through the upper spine, head comes to the chest, cat. Inhale, arch the back, look up, elbows stay straight, cow pose. Exhale into your cat, really stretching through those shoulder blades. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Stretch up as much as is comfortable. Oh, lovely. Return to neutral. Lift that left knee and rotate it round. So on the inhale we're lifting up, and on the exhale we're coming down. So we're rotating that left hip round. 2 more in this direction. And then switch direction. Inhaling on the up, exhaling on the down. Really getting some movement into that left hip. Get that hip joint bathed in synovial fluid, keep it lubricated. And let the left knee return to the mat, and we'll switch sides. Keep the navel up and in while we're doing this movement, so the right knee lifts up, and as we rotate that right hip. Inhale up and round, exhale down to the front. Depending on your hips, this could be a really small movement. Only go as far as is comfortable for your body. You should never be in any pain. Reverse your circle if you haven't done so already. Wonderful. Both knees back to the mat. Bring your hands to the top of the mat, then come down onto your forearms. We're lowering into Sphinx, keeping that navel in, lower the pelvis down. On an exhale, see if you can straighten your arms slightly. Inhale, come back down onto the forearms. Now this isn't meant to hurt the back, so if you're feeling a pinching in your lower back, move your elbows further forward. We're encouraging some movement within the facet joints of the spine by gently intensifying the stretch, but only go as far as is comfortable. Exhale on the up, inhale on the down. And with time, you'll find you might be able to bring those elbows a little bit more underneath the shoulders and rise a little higher. And by time, that may be weeks, months, not just a matter of minutes. Exhale, rise up. Inhale, come down. Lower all the way down, forehead to the mat. Bring the hands to the back of the head, interlink the hands, superior pose. Try to release any tension that you can feel you're holding, just to give the back a rest. I'm just checking because I thought I heard a lizard, but I didn't. Bring the hands under the shoulders, navel up and in, push back to all fours. We're transitioning through to seated. We're coming into Dandasana, staff pose. Legs out long in front, feet flexed, legs squeezed together, kneecaps lifted, quads engaged, hands by our side, drawing up the navel, the pelvic floor, chest to chin, chin to chest, shoulders down the back, pushing the hands into the ground if you can. Breathing here, everything's working here. Bend into that left knee. Cross the left foot over the other side of the right foot. I'm just grabbing a block to sit up on to give me just a bit more space for my hips. Grab round the front of the left knee and swim the left fingertips round behind. Inhale, length. Exhale into your twist. 5 breaths here. The length in the spine is more important than how far round you twist. Inhale back to the front, uncross the left leg, straighten it out, bring the right knee in, cross the left foot over that left leg, the right foot, sorry, over the left leg, holding on to that right knee, right fingertips come round behind, into your twist. With each inhale, lengthen the spine, each exhale, journey into your twist. And that may be energetically. You may be thinking it, but you might not be actually forcing yourself round anymore. The aim is not to crank yourself round. Inhale, return to centre, uncross the legs, straighten it back out. Come off of the block. And let's come down onto our backs, into Shavasana. Feet as wide as the mat, arms by your side, palms up. Let the body integrate the work that it has done. Focus on the breath, but don't try to control the breath. Let it be natural now. Bring some movement into your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Stretch up overhead if that feels nice. Bend into your knees, feet flat to the mat. Roll onto one side. Pause for a moment before rising up into any seated position that is comfortable for you. Arms up, palms up overhead. Bringing down all that wonderful energy to your heart centre. Bow your heads to your hands. Thanking yourself for taking this time to look after your joints. Namaste. I hope you have enjoyed this class. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're getting on with it all. Give it a thumbs up if you've liked it, and please do click the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.